conducted on these subjects. Primarily, the zeolite micropores are taking account the nano-sized reaction vessel to proceed the organometallic synthesis to provide selected metal carbonyl clusters which accommodated the inside of the zeolite constraint. Recently, we have extended the research work to prepare the series of the platinum carbonate cluster having the three pronounced prismatic frameworks which synthesize inside of the solid white supercage having with the 13 angstrom the lobby. This is one of the observations to confirm the series of the carbonyl formations inside of zeolite, sodium zeolite, starting from the platinum ion exchange sodium Y contact with the carbon monoxide. We found out the particular intermediate species forming with the three angular platinum bondings that are coordinated with carbon monoxide, giving the bands of the 21-112 wave numbers for origin carbonyl, with the 1900 and the 8040 for the origin carbonyl. These species is organized step by step and up to the stacking clusters, framing the platinum 12, carbonyl 24, giving the origin and origin carbonyls. This kind of the successive formation of the carbon species from mono, the carbonyls, and the carbonyls to three other carbonyls, and up to just the prismatic cluster species, which accommodate.
Professional interests, metal cluster, derived catalyst, CO hydrogenation, oxygenation, and others. Professor Ichikawa is PhD from Tokyo University, and then in 1970 to 85, he worked in the Sagami Chemical Research Center, and in 85 to 86, he visited Northwestern University as a visiting professor, and he takes his present position since 1986. The title of his talk is Dynamic Aspect of rhodium and platinum carbonyl clusters in zeolites for NOCO and water gas reactions.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm very pleased to be here to talk about the dynamic aspects of the metal carbonate cluster in zeolites for NO reaction with carbon monoxide and water gas shift reaction. Before my talk, I appreciate much these co-workers who have conducted on these subjects. Primarily, the zeolite micropores are taking account the nano-sized reaction vessel to proceed the organometallic synthesis to provide selected metal carbonyl clusters which accommodated the inside of the zeolite constraint. Recently, we have extended the research work to prepare the series of the platinum carbonate cluster having the three pronounced prismatic frameworks which synthesize inside of the solid white supercage having with the 13 angstrom the lobby. This is one of the observations to confirm the series of the carbonyl formations inside of zeolite, sodium zeolite, starting from the platinum ion exchange with carbon monoxide, we found out the particular intermediate species forming with the three angular platinum-platinum bondings coordinated with carbon monoxide, giving the bands of the 21, 112 wave numbers for radiocarbonyl, with the 1900 and the 8040 for the virgin carbonyls. This species is organized step by step and up to the stacking clusters, framed with the platinum 12, power 24, giving the radium and virgin carbonyls. This kind of the successive formation of the carbon species from mono, the carbonyls, metal carbonyls to pre-angular carbonyls and up to just the prismatic cluster species, which accommodate sodium line. It's a quite good analysis of the solution chemistry starting from the platinum source in the methanol solution by the controlling the base properties, which are reported by the chemists in all times. We have characterized this intermediate or pre-angular carbonyl species in terms of the exacts. The data to give it is the platinum bond distance around 2.66 angstrom, having the coordinate number 1.4 is quite good to correspond to the reference of this 300 platinum cluster, the coordinate with linear and carbonyl, rigid carbonates. It's interesting to find that the series of the platinum carbonyl clusters in sodium line exhibited remarkable activity for the NO reduction with carbon monoxide, however the dinitrogen or dinitrogen oxide with carbon dioxide occurred at the mild condition at around 473 Kelvin. Just activity of this the cluster-derived sodium ion characteristic with the highest is about 10 times higher than the conventional platinum characteristic. And we studied the kinetics for this CNO reduction with carbon monoxide and suggested the rate law that it is roughly in zero order with respect to the carbon monoxide partial pressure and first order of the nitrogen oxide pressure. Could be suggest the rate deterministic if it exists for the activation of NO, interaction of NO, possibly the dissociated NO for this CO-NO reaction on this particular catalyst system. So we discussed on the how interact of the NO with this cluster complexes accommodated inside of sodium ion core. So in terms of the in situ infrared observation, giving evidence for this the carbonyl bands characteristic of this particular platinum 12 carbonyl 24 is dramatically suppressed at the expense that the green colored bands is due to the triangular intermediate cluster carbonyls. It's upon the exposure of the NO onto this colors. And the company with this product of the carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide form. On the contrast, if you export to the resulting material to the carbon monoxide atmosphere, the warm up to the around 100 degrees C, that the decomposed carbon species polymerize against to end up to a regeneration of this original platinum 12 carbonyls. From these data, we suggest that the NO, nitrogen oxide, specifically the break the intra-planar platinum bond, and eventually the break of the intra-triangular platinum bond, making the fragment of carbonyls. That the carbon monoxide revealed that these clusters in forming of a platinum bond. And if you introduce the mixture of the nitrogen oxide and carbon monoxide onto this catalyst, the catalytic reactions proceed to form the hydrogen oxide and dinitrogen. And on this catalyst, in keeping their original cluster frameworks, to evidence we have in terms of the infrared and exhausts and UV spectrum, where is this reaction proceed in particular for the cluster. But this intermediate species could be generally formed or decomposed or regenerated under this NO2 reaction. In this sense, we propose the idea of the greasing the cluster frameworks incorporated this reaction. Just we would like to introduce another additional evidence to support the idea of how does the modification of the cluster frameworks under the atmosphere NO or the carbon monoxide using all this kind of set of the scanning tunneling microscope with fluorescent gas or reactive gas at the gaseous years, and we start with charges with the materials deposited on the supports, and to get all the scanning to try to conduct the SDM observation under the atmosphere. And this is the one shot of the SDM images of the plasma 12 carbon 24 because of the high oriented graphite to our giving the dimension of these pictures with the helium. So it just 81 concepts, or just having seen the size of these images 10 or 12 15 we expect that the kind of the cluster will be stuck and then to be oriented for the making speed from monolayer associated graphite size. We expose materials on the gas of the nitrogen oxide. Somehow there's a lot of views of this clusters. How we see the unit of clusters in the lineup of the variation with the islands. Upon the exposure to the NO, the snapshot of these images is giving the idea of the cluster is slowly decomposed into the smaller unit of the carbonyls. And after the prolonged exposures, about 10 minutes or so, we monitor this smallest unit of carbonyls with spread the entries on the graphite surface, making the thin layer of the carbonyl species. And when we switch the gas phase with NO, the items or some flat unit of the small carbonyls will come together, so making against of the larger unit of the cluster, and eventually making the similar picture of the carbonyl clusters which reasonably respond cluster. Well, so I would like to add some evidence for the cluster, the formation of the cluster frameworks is somehow the degrades in the presence of the water gas. We observed the infrared spectra for during the course of the formings in the presence of water gas. We get on some the intensity of the carbonyls which correspond to this unit of triangular intermediates for the exposures of the waters of this particular carbonyl. But if you switch the gas phase with this carbon monoxide, the regenerate of the cluster units by the expense of the triangular intermediates. We have found that these carbonyl clusters is quite effective for the water gas reaction in the presence of carbon monoxide and hydrogen in the gas phase to make the hydrogen and carbon monoxide products under the atmospheric pressure and around this 100 degrees C. The remarkable activities on this platinum 912 carbonyls in the sodium line, there's several hundred times larger rates compared to platinum clusters, compared to conventional clusters. Also in the reverse water gas reactions with the reasonably proceeds on this catalyst the smear reaction condition. And we found that these two both water gas reactions proceeds on this catalyst in keeping the cluster framework. And furthermore, it's interesting to find this water gas reaction is quite enhanced under the elimination of the xenon that around the formation of carbon dioxide from the mixture of the carbon monoxide water is enhanced by the factor of 40 times rather than in the dark. And also we have the significant isotopic rate difference if you use deuterium oxide instead of the light water. It suggesting that OH bond scission, the breakup of the waters, could be in the rate determining step for this water gas reaction. And we found some interesting intermediate species having seen the bands of around 1760 and 773 wave numbers possibly assigned to the symmetry or the symmetry spreading of the monodentate formate species, which very quickly decompose by the warmings in the dark to make a mixture of hydrogen and carbon dioxide. So we expect of this formate species generates under the photo radiations and to accelerate all the water gas reaction. We studies of the dependency of the wavelengths of lights using of the Kappa filter to select the light from the xenon lamp. And we observed the maximum enhancement of the water gas reaction exists as a region of 350 or 700 nanometers. These maximum region for the enhanced the water gas reaction exactly correspond of this the maximum peak of the UV spectra of this platinum 12 carbonyls. But platinum 9 carbonyls, having seen this kind of regions, there's absorption, which not so active for the enhancement of the water gas reaction under the illumination. So we expect of these absorption of this region, lights could be enhance all the motion of the cluster frameworks. Actually, we get all the additional data for the illumination of the laser, yellow laser lights having the 532 nanometers. It very quickly it converts from the platinum 12 carbonyls to the platinum 9 carbonyls in the THX solution. This process is proceeded irreversibles in the solution chemistry. But I would stress the point of this intra-place runner, platinum black bond, very weak, so easy to step up with the topmost of the triangular clusters to eliminate, to make this point. So finally, I would like to propose the idea for this the breathing cluster into zeolites, micropores, and the illumination could be occurred from the converted platinum 12 to platinum 9, platinum 3, which is incorporated the water gas reaction. Yeah. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Masaru Ichikawa. The paper now is open to questions. When you ask a question, will you please identify the name and affiliation? Thank you. Yes, please.
Alabama Arts, Penn State. Masaru, I was, is this on?
Yes.
Good, okay. I was wondering, when you compared the water gas shift reaction over these cabins with the platinum on aluminum, did you use those same clusters on aluminum, or did you prepare it?
I haven't done that kind of the similar reactions on the aluminum-supported platinum catalyst, but we try to deposit all the particular platinum carbonyls on top of the zeolites, external zeolite surface, and try to testing of this water gas reaction. That's quite very small activity and easy to poisons and develop.
But were those platinum catalysts prepared with these clusters on aluminum?
No, not yet.
I was just curious what role the cluster played versus on the platinum alumina, you might just have small platinum metal particles. Whereas here you may retain more of the carbonyl type of structure. And I was curious if that might be playing a role in the overall chemistry.
What I would like to stress the point of the breathing transfers ideas in zeolites and ores, which very nicely accommodate all the carbon species, not to get out of the outside or to disperse, diffuse on the amorphous spot. This kind of reversible interconvergence is under the illumination or the warming after could be under the reaction gases. It could be only phosphorus with this inside of the zeolite constraint.
Thank you.
As we may know well, the NOCO reaction is catalyzed by platinum phosphate. So in your sample, you guarantee there is not any platinum phosphate formation or partially decarbonated platinum phosphate being active for the NOCO reaction.
Yeah, we have very much a small information of the mechanism of the animal activation in the carbon monoxide. It could be a particular for the platinum carbon clusters. It could be a NO is very specifically interacts with the platinum bondings and might be dissociates to make N attach to the nitrogen oxygen plus. And outcomings of the incomings of another animals attached to the dissociated animals to make the nitrogen oxide of the nitrogen products. But we have we observed the infrared studies in the under the atmosphere of the carbon monoxide nitrogens on the platinum 12 or the carbonyls in the zeolites. So we haven't any peaks or responsible for the N or platinum bonding. Only we observed the carbonyls bands. So that is the N platinum bond so much active for the becomes N association, but they hold stables with nitrosyl intermediates. Only the forming carbonyls. It's a very curious case compared with the conventional products. But we try to continue with the studies.
Well, last question, please.
In the dark or are you talking about some two different regions of the absorption in the house and accelerates inside of the carbon? We know the physical calculation, these regions, absorption regions, is associated with the charge transfer bands for the cluster frameworks. But this higher when somebody is some people is also associated with this some electron diffuse entire of the platinum cluster network. And actually this cluster is showing the blue-green color material. But this platinum 9 carbonyls giving is the red color. But this lower or the higher wave numbers region is much more effective for this photo activation of this water gas reaction. Could be maybe some people suggest me that why don't you try to export to the different light in this region or this region, how they say enhance the associated with the solar plants region excitation. But we haven't such kind of experience. Only we know this both region lights is so much effectively enhanced for the water gas reaction on particular material.